Hey guys, this is DJay Conway. One more rant about sex, and that's it. I know I said last week's was the last rant about sex, but I actually left a point out that actually could make a full rant today. It's more of an advice thing than a rant this time. This is for guys who struggle with insecurities in the bedroom, mostly with performance, but also with size issues, um, especially while dating women or men with multiple like sex partners. Like they've slept with a lot of people before you. You don't know how good you are in comparison to them. It's always in the back of your head. You can't get it out. It sucks, but it's there. Here's a tip, and this is like the hardest thing for us to do. So women understand that if anybody sees this and starts asking you these questions, know that it's for a good reason and that they're not just trying to like get your deepest, darkest secrets out of you or anything. Anyways, it's gonna suck to hear. Guys are gonna be asking a lot of questions we definitely do not want the answers to. So, but is the most useful information that we can ever have if we plan on keeping this relationship for going for a long time. So, here's the thing: ask your man or woman what and who the most fantastic sex partner they've ever had is, how long it lasted, how big he was, and most importantly, how many times they orgasmed in that amount of time. It's gonna friggin' suck sometimes to hear those answers. Sometimes it's gonna almost sound like, they dated a porn star or something that you have to compete with. But hey, if you love her, it's worth trying, right? So bite the bullet and beat the record. That's my motto. Like when I get into relationships now, I'm in one right now. When I got into a relationship with Crystal, I asked her these questions and it sucked ass to hear the answers, but it gave me motivation to beat the guy that she was thinking of when I asked these questions. And that's the thing, guys. That's the worst thing about it is when you ask these questions, you're going to see in your girlfriend's eyes that she's thinking about this dude like as you were asking about him, and it sucks. But you beat the record, then you only have yourself to beat. It's just a game. It's like video gaming, Pac-Man, any video game that has anything to do with getting a high score. You're just, okay, I made you orgasm 3 times this time. Okay, I'm gonna go for 5 next time, so on and so forth. And the longer you're together, the more comfortable you get, the easier it gets to please your man or woman, etc. It just keeps getting better and better, and the relationship keeps going. Who doesn't want that, really? So, now, this is the best part of it. Guys, once you actually beat the record, your girlfriend or boyfriend, you'll never have to be insecure about them cheating on you again. Ever. And if they do, it's their loss and someone else's gain, right? Because the entire time, if they have a thinking process before they do things, they're going to think, okay, well, me and my boyfriend or me and my girlfriend got in a huge fight today. And I think it's almost a relationship ending fight, and here's this super cute guy or girl that is interested in me right now. This is convenient. But the people that are rational thinkers will also think this immediately afterwards. But if I screw this up with him, that means someone else gets what I used to have. Yeah, no thanks. And they won't do it. Like, hopefully, that's the outcome. It's not always the case. I've had a lot of instances and my family's gonna be upset to hear this, but like where I slept with girls that I was dating, and then they left me thinking they were gonna find someone else better in bed, and then they got disappointed and came back to me. It's a good feeling, but it sucks ass, obviously, in the moment where they leave and or they've cheated on you with this person. So, like, basically, my way of putting it is, um, if you do it the right way and you beat your record, your girlfriend or your boyfriend will lose their minds if they ever lose you in your magic wand. So, guys, Leviosa, your soldiers, and you have a mission now at hand. You have to please your woman better than anybody else. And if you're in a long term relationship, that means breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but let the food settle. Yeah, you don't want that any incidents with that. So that's my advice for this week. Like I say in all my videos, not trying to pretend that I'm better than anybody else. And like Ricky of Trailer Park Boys says this, like for guys, you're literally getting two birds stoned at once. And like number one, she will no longer cause insecurity in you because you've already asked what size the biggest dick she's taken, the best sex she's had, the most orgasms she's had, and you've beaten it. So it doesn't matter what size you are, it just matters that you please your woman and you know how to. So keep doing it. And then the second part is your partner will likely remain faithful and their sex drive will like skyrocket because they see you're paying attention. Then they get addicted to you. They get addicted to your touch. They want it more, etc. Your life gets more exciting. Maybe even, you know, how people say when marriage comes, it slows down when the baby comes. Of course, it has to slow down for a couple months after the baby is born, but I mean, like, when you're having a kid, like, they have so many naps and they sleep throughout the night most of the time. Like, you and your wife or your husband have, like, so much time to keep getting to know each other physically and emotionally and spiritually, whatever the case may be. Just take the time to do that and you will keep a relationship going. Like, most of my rants are going to be about how to keep relationships like going because I'm so sick of seeing the divorce rate and the amount of cheating and the amount of like walking into the grocery store and seeing Brad Pitt, you know, screwed over somebody else again, you know, or whatever. Like, I'm not knocking Brad Pitt. Like, obviously, it would be hard to handle life at his level of temptation, but at the same time, like, you don't have to be that person. Just be patient enough to wait for the person that's perfect for you to come to you. They will see you. They will be attracted to you. You may not know it at first, but believe me, when you're showing who you really are and you're confident in who you are and you know in your heart of hearts that you're not going to compromise like your character for anybody, like whoever is out there and is looking at you is really attracted to that. Just know that. Just know that girls are more attracted to your personality than anything. Than anything. And I know some people say it's money, some people say it's looks, and yes, sometimes it is a little bit of all of those, but for the most part, they want someone who's not boring, who knows who they are, who knows what they want, and is ambitious enough to go for it. So, guys, like, take it or leave it. If you think I'm an asshole for saying these things or I'm some sort of hypocritical dickhead who thinks he's better than everybody else. I am so sorry if that's the impression you're getting, but really, I'm just trying to keep love alive.